The ordinary citizens of Newcastle might never be the same again, and here's why. Many of us are frightened by the computer boffins. Well, it's all very well for them to be linked up to the information superhighway, but although this is rather more pedestrian, we can now get in on the act by using the information high street. These kiosks will soon be springing up in Newcastle. It may look like a cash machine, but this dispenses information and advice, and the prototype is certainly proving a novelty. Your own finger points you in the right direction. It may be you don't know where that shop is that has that once-in-a-lifetime bargain. And you can let your fingers do the legwork. Why stroll across town to find out what's on at the theatre when a mere touch will put you in touch?
Well, let's say you're looking for a job. We go into button council services, all right? Local vacancies, job centre, and there you are. There's a description of a job. Okay, we can apply for that now. And if, for example, we wanted to find out which churches were in Newcastle, we can simply type in C, H, okay? And already we've got a short set for churches anyway. Press the button, and there we are. Hotels. Very simply, price of a hotel, certain range, low price. So we can look at the menu. Right. Main courses, got a choice of. We can get straight in touch with them now with a phone connection and can say, have you got room for the night?
The free phone links, we're told, will be available, as will printers, so you could get cinema tickets straight in your hand. It's hoped the commercial benefits will ensure businesses foot the bill for the scheme, which has a greater public good at heart. Say you want to bend someone's ear about that crooked pavement outside your door, well, now councillors have nowhere to hide.
There's a great deal of public information, a whole range of welfare information, access to information about public transport, very important information for the public. It's going to be accessible in the communities where they want it.
Isn't this going to do the Civic Centre out of a job?
Well, I hope it does in a sense, because a lot of people have a great deal of difficulty in getting to the Civic Centre. 5 kiosks will be appearing on the street in September. A similar scheme in Oxford found demand dropped off in the winter as people didn't want to hang around in the cold. But the forecast is that this northern system is more sophisticated and will have the public queuing up to use it.
But what if your nearest high street is a long way away? In Cumbria, they're determined not to let even the remotest community miss out and have devised their own information system. It's to be found indoors, so the weather won't be a worry. Like the Newcastle scheme, it's been warmly welcomed by the government, and MPs have been getting a first-hand glimpse. Liz Williams reports from Westminster.
The traditional setting for its parliamentary appearance contrasted with its high-tech capabilities. This computer kiosk is part of Cumbria County Council's Genesis programme. It's hoped when the scheme's fully operational, a kiosk will be located within 4 kilometres of most residents, giving instant access to educational services and help for businesses, including valuable information for tourists, walking maps and pictures of local beauty spots.
We hope to eventually have 450 sites around Cumbria. That'll be about 1,100 access points, and you'll never be more than a few kilometres away from an access point. We're getting rid of the haves and have-nots in technology. Anyone can go and use these. These are public access points.
It will also provide residents with a direct link to local government officials, saving them a journey and a wait in a queue.
Hello, this is a simulated video conference call. I am your remote expert. By talking to me, you can ask about the products and services we can provide to you.
The scheme was chosen as an example of good practice and included in an exhibition organised by the Public Service Minister in Parliament. His brief is to bring central government to the people at the touch of a button, so he's interested in local developments.
Already Cumbria have got a pilot scheme up with a Genesis, which is very exciting, and I hope they can develop that. I find that one of the most exciting I've seen. Newcastle City Council, they've got their own scheme. I'm very, very keen that we use this sort of approach so we can help people to find out what their rights are and to find out what information they should have.
And if local government's set to become more accessible, Dr. Clark hopes Whitehall will soon literally arrive in people's sitting rooms. He wants government services to be made available via the internet, on television sets and home computers, enabling people to pay bills and complete documents from car tax demands to business registration forms, all from their armchair.
So that system's called Genesis.
All in Cumbria, that's right.
Yeah. Has Newcastle's been christened?
Well, it's got a rather unusual name. All these computer things have jargon. Theirs is called the General On-Street Information Point, which doesn't sound very good, does it? So they call it GOSIP for short.
Oh, excellent. Get the dirt on the neighbours then.
I don't think it's quite that well developed yet, Carol.
That's just as well.